guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I did a review on the new Kathleen Lights and Colourpop collaboration, the Zodiac collection. So if you guys are interested and you're not really sure whether or not you should purchase these items or the whole collection, which items I liked and which ones I didn't, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so I already went ahead and did my foundation, and I actually bought the new All-Star Colourpop primer. And so I tried that out today and it was pretty nice. We'll see how it wears throughout the day, if it has any effect on the foundation. It claims to be matte and a blurring primer, and the application was really nice. It didn't leave like too tacky of a feeling. It felt like really like a moisturizer, really thin, and it smelled good. It smells kind of like candy. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes and I'll keep you guys updated on that. Alright, so I have the full collection here. I have the Zodiac Palette, I have the Supernova shadows, I have the lipsticks and the highlights. I bought the whole collection so that I can give a good review. And I also purchased another Zodiac palette, so make sure you guys stay tuned for my giveaway that will be coming up very soon once I hit 100 subscribers, and we're very, very close. So stay tuned for that if you would like to win this, and I'll be making a video whenever that time approaches. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and open it up. So it has a really nice kind of like velvety feel. I really love when packaging is like this. And so it says here, Zodiac Palette, Kathleen Lights, and Colourpop. And the names are on the back, which I've said before, I really love when they have the names on the back. And when they have the names on the actual shadows, which I really love. I love that they did both of that. So I really, really love the palette. Like, look at all these colors. Like, it is just beautiful. It comes with a mirror. The packaging is beautiful, and all these shades look so nice. I love that they have the little pictures of the signs right next to them. I think that's really cute. And I mean, I already saw like this one before it came out, but like seeing it firsthand, the shadows look amazing. The Pisces one, oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. So my sign is actually the Taurus. Comment down below whatever your sign is, and if you guys expected what the shadow looks like to kind of match what you wanted it to be. So I feel like all of us kind of wanted our sign to be kind of like a really colorful color, kind of like the Pisces one. But I heard what Kathleen Light said when she was describing the Taurus one, and so it really made sense to me. She said that like Tauruses are really reliable, and and so she made this like a transition shade because you can use it all the time. It's a really reliable color. So I really love that idea. So I like my color is this, you know, of course these other colors are beautiful. I would have liked this one because this is like my favorite color. But whatever, I really like the idea that she said that it was reliable for it to be kind of a transition shade. So comment down below what your sign is and if these shades kind of met your expectations as to what they would look like. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do swatches. So first we're going to do the Aries. This is the Aries and Taurus. I really love how these feel, like the way they apply. It's so smooth, like creamy. I love it. There's Taurus. And Gemini, this one looks really pretty. Ooh. And that is super, super pigmented. I don't know if the camera is doing it justice because the lighting is kind of bright. And the Cancer, this is a really pretty kind of rose champagne-y color. Ooh, that's really nice. It's kind of hard to see because it kind of matches my skin tone underneath there. Yeah. So this is like what they look like. I mean, it looks beautiful. Like, the colors are looking really nice so far. So that's the first row. Also, like, looking at the palette, I really like the way they organized all the colors. Like, this kind of little quadrant looks like kind of really like warm tones, and then here it's kind of more like cool tones and like pinky colors, and then like down here it's like really like cool bright colors. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really like how they kind of formatted that packaging. Alright, so now moving on to the Leo. This is kind of a gold color, and this is looking really nice. Ooh, and that swatches really nicely. Now this is the Virgo. It's like a really chocolatey brown. Then is the Libra, and this is kind of like a mauve-y matte color, and it's kind of hard to see on my arm. Again, that's a really light color. And then we have the Scorpio, which is this shade right here, kind of like a purpley color. Oh my gosh, and it's so super creamy. I'm running out of room. Oh my gosh, that one swatches beautifully. I think I want to use that color today. Next we have the Sagittarius. That's this one. It's kind of like a plum color. And again, these are all really like the matte ones, just feel really smooth. And then we have the Capricorn. This is kind of like a black, and it seems to have gold flecks in it, which looks really beautiful. Oh my gosh, and the pigmentation is amazing. The swatches come out so beautiful. You can see the gold flecks in it. Wow. That is a beautiful shade. Capricorn, you are lucky, lucky, lucky. Oh my gosh. Then we have the Aquarius. It's kind of like a blue. And these, the pigmentation is amazing. Like, look at that payoff. Alright, now we have the Pisces. It is such a beautiful, beautiful shade. I really wanted to, oh my gosh, look at this. I'm obsessed. Guys, that swatch is, oh my gosh, I went all the way down. Hold on, I'll show you guys a close-up. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys a close-up. I'm just going to put it right up here so that you guys can see. And they swatched really, really beautifully. The Pisces looks amazing. I think that when you use this, you need to use little product because it does seem to kind of be falling out. It transferred over here when I bent my elbow. But I think that's just because I used a really strong swatch. So you look really beautiful. That Pisces color is gorgeous and I really wanted to use that for today's look. But I just recently did a look using a similar color when I did the Colourpop Mar palette review. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in just a second. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go in with Taurus, of course, the reliable transition shade. And they are so pigmented. Look at all that product that came on from one tap. Like, so it's blending really, really nicely, and it is a beautiful warm tone transition shade. This is kind of a color that I use a lot whenever I do any looks, especially since I do a lot of warm tone colors. I think this is going to be a really nice shade, and I love it because I'm a Taurus, so that works out. Alright, so next we're going to be going in with Virgo. We're going to use a little bit of that, just a tiny bit, into the crease. This one right here. So I'm just going to get barely any product because it is super, super pigmented, like I said. And I'm just going to put that into the crease. Alright, so next we're just going to be cutting the crease, and I'm using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. And I'm just going to kind of speed through this because you guys have seen me do it a ton of times before. Alright, so now that the crease is done, we're going to go ahead and use the lid shade. So I think I'm going to do the Scorpio. I think that's a really beautiful color. It's kind of like a purpley, it kind of goes with the Sagittarius, I feel like, but it's just more metallic and it has more kind of like of a shimmer to it. I really like that shade, so we're going to go ahead and put that right on the lid. Like, I am just amazed at this pigmentation. I barely tapped it, and it's just amazing. And that is applying beautifully. Like, it is not losing its appearance from the palette. It is looking gorgeous on the lid. And it feels really like buttery, like even applying it with a brush, it just glides right on. Alright, so next I'm going to be using the Cancer as a brow bone highlight. This is a beautiful like champagne-y rose color, and I think that'll be a really nice highlight. Alright, so now for the lash line, I think I want to use the Pisces. I don't know how it's going to look. Let's try it out. Alright, so we're going to use the Pisces on the lower lash line. so I really like how that looks. The only thing I noticed with the Pisces is there is a little bit of fallout because it is kind of like a thick consistency. So maybe it applies better with like a wet brush or a finger. So next time I'll definitely be trying that out. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner and mascara and lashes off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, so my lashes are on. I am wearing the Embe lashes in the style Bali. I actually did just receive my my 2 pairs of lashes for this month. So these are the 2 ones I got. It is Loda and Stellar. So I was going to wear Stellar because, first of all, it reminds me of Interstellar and it kind of goes with the whole Zodiac theme. But I tried them on and they are a bit too dramatic for this look, I think. They're just kind of a little long, and I do need to adjust them a little bit because they're a little long for my eye shape. But they look like a really nice lash to wear, and these Lodas are like really thin lashes, and those look beautiful as well. So if you guys want to get some of these lashes, go ahead and use code Deanna11 and you will get your first month of subscription for free. So I really like this idea of the whole getting 2 pairs of lashes, kind of like a lash subscription every month. It's really cool, and you get like, and the thing is you don't really know what lash you're going to get, so it's a surprise every time it arrives at your doorstep. So go ahead and use code Deanna11. Alright, so another thing I forgot to show was the Supernova shadows that I also received. I didn't use them for this look, but I will be using them in the future because they look really, really beautiful. So first I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys some swatches. So this is Astrology. It is a kind of a really golden color. I'm not sure, this one isn't really kind of an everyday one. They did say that the other one, which is called Constellation, is more of a wearable color, and this, I see that that's very true. It is kind of a rosy champagne-y color, so these are the 2 side by side. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some swatches right here. Okay, so these are the 2 right here. It is Constellation on top and Astrology on the bottom. They look really, really beautiful. I'm sure they look amazing on the lid. I'll definitely be trying these out more often, and I'll be doing some looks on that. If you guys want to see those looks, go ahead and follow me on my Instagram at glambydeannap. I post looks kind of every day of different eyeshadow looks, and I'll definitely be trying these out, so guys, stay tuned for that. Alright, so moving on, I'm going to go ahead and use bronzer. I'm going to be using the Hoola Benefit bronzer. Alright, so moving on to blush, I'm using the Milani Luminoso blush. I love this blush, it's kind of my everyday. Alright, so now moving on to the 2 highlights I have right here. It is Fire and On the Cusp. So these are the shadows right here. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the packaging so you can get a better look. Alright, so they are very different. This one is Fire. It is definitely a golden highlight, while this On the Cusp is more of a rose gold. It's a lot lighter. I don't know if you guys can tell that well through here. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do some swatches for you guys. So the thing about Colourpop, I love their highlights are so buttery. Like, I love swatching them. It's so satisfying, and they, oh my gosh, they apply so beautifully. So I just swatched, look, that is On the Cusp, and I'm going to swatch Fire. They just feel so amazing on the skin. They're so creamy and buttery. I love their highlights. That's why I usually apply them with a finger. I think I definitely like the On the Cusp one more. It's kind of the highlight that I go for on a regular basis. The other one is a little more on the warm tone for me. And I'm just going to put the highlights right here. I took a little video close up so you guys can see. So I don't know if you guys can see, the top one is On the Cusp and the bottom one is Fire. So as you can see, On the Cusp is definitely more of a champagne-y color, which is probably what I'm going to use today. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and apply the On the Cusp highlight. And I'm going to be using my finger on one side, and I'm going to try it with a brush on the other side so I can see which one applies better. Well, it definitely blends really nicely with the finger, and it looks beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to use my finger on the nose. Wow. Do you guys see that? That is so beautiful. Guys, this is such a beautiful highlight. Oh my gosh. Love it. Alright, so now we're going to use the brush. And since, again, like I said, it's a wet highlight, it's not really picking up too much product when I tap it because it's like a wet highlight. So it's not really doing it justice. So it is picking up some product and it is looking just as nice as long as you just keep kind of picking up that product. Maybe wetting the brush will be a little more useful. Alright, so now moving on to lips. So we have both Lux Lipsticks and they are in the shade Scorpio Moon and What's Your Sign. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what they look like. So this is What's Your Sign and it's in the same Colourpop Lux lipstick packaging. So this is a really nice nude color. So I think I'm going to use this one. It's a beautiful nude shade. I love using these kind of colors. They're kind of my everyday go-to. And the other one is Scorpio Moon. Now this one is more of like a purpley shade. Actually, I might use this. So it's kind of like a purpley pink shade. It looks like it'll match this look really nicely. I was kind of hesitant about this one at first because when I saw it, it kind of looked too purpley, not really like an everyday color. We're going to go ahead and try. We're going to see what it looks like. Okay, so this is not, it doesn't really look like this. This is not really a color that I would wear typically. This is what I was afraid of. I didn't really want to use it because I was going to give it away, but now I already used it, so I can't. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use this color. It's not really a color I go for every day. It does look really nice with this look, but I don't know. I mean, it wears nicely, the formula is great, but the color is just not really my thing, and it doesn't really look exactly what it looks like in the packaging. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys swatches of them. Anyways, I should have done that first. Alright, so these are the swatches right here. That is Scorpio Moon on top and What's Your Sign on the bottom. And here is a close-up video of those. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and apply What's Your Sign. Wow. This is like the perfect nude color. This is definitely going to be like my new everyday nude. I really, really love how it looks and it applies beautifully. Of course, all the Lux lipsticks do, but I really, really love this color. Does anybody else like keep the packaging? It's so cute. Like I love how everything came out. The Zodiac collection is just so cute. Alright, so lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and try their new setting spray. This isn't part of the Zodiac collection or anything. It is just something I wanted to try out, so I went ahead and purchased them all together. So this is the box it comes in, and this is the bottle. So we're going to go ahead and just spray as usual. Alright. It has kind of like a fruity smell to it as well. And it has a nice kind of spray. It came out nicely. I don't know if you guys will see this, but it's like a really nice, refreshing mist. It's kind of like a citrusy smell, which I don't mind, but if you do mind, like kind of scents and fragrances, just letting you know. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. I really like how everything came out. I love the eyeshadow look. The Pisces looks really nice underneath the lash line, and everything else turned out really nicely. I really love the eyeshadow palette overall. The lipstick is a nude that I'll be using every day probably. I love how it looks. It's beautiful. The Scorpio Moon color isn't really my kind of everyday kind of choice, but it does have a nice formula if you're into that kind of color. Of course, all the Lux lipsticks do. The highlight, I really, really love the highlight. It looks gorgeous and it just blends so nicely. It is so creamy and buttery on the skin. Definitely recommend using your finger to blend it out because it just kind of gives kind of a better finish, I would say, and it just comes off a lot nicer. I really love that one. And again, I used On the Cusp for my highlight. The fire one is a little more on the golden side. I might use it every now and then, but I will be leaning more towards the On the Cusp for an everyday kind of look. And also I will let you guys know how the primer and setting spray wear throughout the day. So far it feels pretty good. I'll let you guys know and keep you updated on that. Alright, so overall thoughts, I really love the eyeshadow palette. It is what I was most excited for, and it is such a nice packaging. It's gorgeous, it's affordable. I believe it's only $18, and again, I will be giving one away in one of my bundles when I do the giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers, and I'm very close. So make sure that you are subscribed to this video if you would like to enter that giveaway, because it will have lots of goodies that include the Zodiac palette. So I love that it has a mirror. The packaging is just gorgeous overall. Like I said, I love how the names are on the bottom and on the back, and it has like a picture of like the sign, the zodiac signs. And I love that there's a nice combination, a nice balance of mattes and shimmers, because there are about 5 mattes and 7 shimmers, but they are different consistencies. Like I said, the Scorpio I use is more of like a satiny finish, just like that one, and the Cancer, the Gemini, the Leo, and the Aries are more of like satiny shimmers. They have a smoother consistency, when, like I said, the Pisces is more of like a glitter. It's kind of like a chunky, I wouldn't say chunky glitter, but it is definitely a thicker consistency. But overall, I really love this palette. Let me just show you close up what it looks like. Okay, so as you guys saw, they are just beautiful. All the colors look beautiful. The packaging is great. I appreciate good packaging, like I've said many times before. But overall, I think the collection is beautiful. I think they did a really good job. Kathleen and Colourpop always have the amazing collaborations, and I think this is kind of their best one. I really love that they had a whole line of things. The Supernova shadows, they swatched beautifully, and they had like a really nice finish to them once they dried, because they don't really dry like a wet finish, and so I think those would look really nice as like an eyeshadow. And the highlights are beautiful. The lipsticks all came out nice, and especially the palette, which I love. It has all the colors I need. It has definitely like nice shade of warm tones, which is right up my alley, so I definitely recommend getting your hands on these. Definitely the palette. I don't know if you would need the entire collection. I know that I probably won't use everything. Like I said, the Fire highlight is a little more on the warm tone for me, and the Scorpio Moon lipstick, not really a shade that I would use. But everything has a really nice formula from what I can tell. I will keep you guys updated if anything changes. But overall, I really love this collection, and congratulations to Kathleen. It is such a beautiful idea and concept. Everything was so beautiful. Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Kathleen Lights and Colourpop collaboration. Make sure to go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And make sure that you're subscribed, because I will be having a giveaway very soon, because I am almost at 100 subscribers. And this bad boy will be a part of that giveaway. So make sure you're subscribed for that, and I'll see you guys next time.